Bonjour everyone and welcome back to the Waves of Your Soul readings. I'm so excited to be doing this spring 2025 reading for all of my signs. For those of you who are new here, welcome. It's such a pleasure to have you. My name is Maureen. I'm your humble French tarot reader, and today we're going to be looking at spring 2025. So March, April, and May. There's going to be a different video for all of my signs. For this reading, I have lots of fun decks I'm going to be using. All the names of the decks are going to be in the description box if I have any fellow deck goblins. And if you are, I encourage you to check out my second channel, The Waves of Your Soul, where I share with you my love for tarot and oracle cards. I encourage you for this spring reading to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign, as this will give you the most fulfilled reading, the most complete reading for you. Of course, you do you don't have to watch 3 videos, but if you feel called to, it's the way that you can get the most complete reading. And I will make sure to make a specific playlist for this spring reading so that you can find all the signs in the playlist and you can navigate between the videos a little bit easier. Before I get into the reading, I want to invite you to subscribe, and if you enjoy this reading, then the best way to support my work is to like, comment, share the video. So without further ado, let's get into it. Your spring 2025 reading. Let's go. Okay, my Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising, welcome to your reading for spring 2025. We're going to be looking at the energies of March, April, and May for you guys. And in order to do that, I've got this gorgeous springtime tarot deck. As you're going to see, it's super sparkly and it's full of color and bunnies. And so I'm super excited to be using this particular deck for you. It's a joy. And I also have pre-pulled some oracle cards, which we're actually going to start with. So I've not yet looked at them. We're going to discover them together, but I've pulled a few things to get us started with your reading. I have a goddess card right here. I have an archetype for my Taurus, and then I have a couple of oracle cards. So we're gonna start with that, and then we're gonna see what else comes up using tarot. But let's start with your goddess card. So this is your divine energy, your goddess guardian for this particular season, and you have Bast. Ooh, I love that. Bast is an Egyptian goddess. She's linked to kitty cats, as you can see here, and she is a goddess linked to protection. She's a very great goddess if you need protecting, if you need to set some boundaries, if you need to feel safe, because she was often because she's linked to cats, cats were often tokens of protection in ancient Egypt. They were put in front of temples to act as protectors, as guardians. So there's this symbol already of protection for my Taurus. But let's see what else comes up, and then I'll tell you what I'm getting. So we have the patron for your archetype. It's linked to mentorship and finances. Okay. And then in terms of your oracle cards, we have here and now. And then we have poised. Okay, so in terms of energy, like I was saying already, the fact that you've got Bast, there's a sense of wanting to protect yourself, my Tauruses, for this springtime. You might be feeling called to set some boundaries, protect your energy, maybe cleanse your home, protect your home a little bit more, protect your vibe, your peace. That could be a theme for my Taurus, feeling called to put yourself a little bit more away from chaos and away from the noise of the world, and wanting to, protect your peace, protect your energy, protect your spirit. Bast is also linked, like I said, to cats. She's linked to play, music, dance. So she's also gonna invite my Tauruses to have fun in this springtime. Anything you can do to have fun, to enjoy yourself, specifically related to play, dancing, music. So this maybe some of you are going to feel called to go back to activities you enjoyed as children. This is also something that came up for another one of my signs, who had an Hindu goddess who was also linked to music and play. Some of you might be feeling called to spend more time playing, whatever way you can bring play and enjoyment in your life. Some of you might be feeling called to dance, to listen to more music. There's really an invitation here to bring a little bit of open-heartedness into your life, my Tauruses, in springtime. Your archetype being the patron. The patron is a mentor. So I wouldn't be surprised if for my Tauruses, there's opportunities for you to be a mentor in some form or another. So maybe at work, you're getting an intern, or you're getting like team members that you can show the ropes a little bit. You might be put in a position where you are leading someone or leading a team, where you are sharing your knowledge, where you're becoming a bit of a mentor. It could be in your personal life that you're acting as a mentor because, I don't know, let's say your cousin, you have a younger cousin who's asking you about the kind of studies you did, or they have some questions about life and they are needing a little bit of a guide, of a guardian. Maybe you are acting as a mentor for your kids, if you have kids. Maybe for your friends, you're acting as a guide of some form because giving good advice, you're coming to you and they need a bit of advice and need a bit of guidance. So there's an idea that my Taurus will have the opportunity in this springtime to act as some kind of mentor, some kind of hierophant. It could be super random, but I'm seeing you being also a patron of arts, so potentially wanting to participate in crowdfunding campaigns, to like be a patron of someone's project, maybe participate like Kickstarter campaigns, Indiegogo crowdfunding campaigns, because you really believe in someone's project. Some of you are going to feel called to invest your money, investing your money in other startups, in other people's businesses, in other entrepreneurs, things like that. You're going to feel very called to spend money, invest money to help someone else get their project off the ground. And finally, for my Tauruses, I see also some of you wanting to spend money and time for a cause, for a charity, and being a patron of that cause, of that charity. So there's going to be lots of different ways this could come up, but overall there's an opportunity for you to be a mentor, to show the way, as well as to give a hand to someone else, a project, a group, a cause. Like I said, we have this idea of finances. So for my Tauruses, like I said, investments, anything like that could be great at this moment in time. In springtime, if you've been thinking about investing in something, could be a great time for that. Also hearing some of you are going to feel called to potentially take more responsibilities at work, or look for a job where you have more responsibilities, where you can take more of a central figure, where you can be more of a leader, right? Some of you are going to feel called for that, to take more responsibilities at work. So lots of different ways this could apply. And finally, we have here and now and poised. So this is a time for my Tauruses that's exciting because there's opportunities to really expand, right? With this poise card, it means you're ready. So whatever you guys have been thinking of doing, of starting, of trying, whatever you guys have been manifesting and praying for, in the sense of, I want to try this, I want to start this new chapter, I want to try this new thing, I want to commit myself to this or that. The poise card means that you're ready. So if you've been thinking about dating again, you're ready. It's time to do that. If you've been thinking about launching your own business, then this could be the time to do that. If you've been thinking about potentially booking that trip, then it could be the time to do that, right? Again, this is a general reading, so it could apply in lots of different ways, but you guys are going to feel ready to do something you've been thinking about doing for a long time. It's something you've been thinking about, you've been preparing, and now it's the time. You're poised, you're ready, it's time to go for it. So there's also excitement there, new opportunities and new chapters for my Taurus. And finally, with here and now, the universe is asking you, my Tauruses, to make sure that you're remaining grounded, you are remaining in the present moment, that you are not letting your mind take the better of you by overthinking about what could happen and overthinking about what has happened, but you're really asked to stay in the present moment, right? Not in the future, right? Not in the past, but the here and now. So remaining grounded is super important for my Tauruses. This is also something that collectively has come up a lot for a lot of the signs. I think with everything going on in the world, we are being asked to pay more attention to our well-being, to making sure we're not letting our mind, get in this hamster wheel, that we're making sure we're remaining in the present moment. Mindfulness practices, all of those things are coming up for a lot of my signs. I said it makes sense with everything going on in the world. We have to prioritize our well-being and our inner peace. So let's have a look for my Tauruses. What should be your main goal for this spring season? What should be your main goal? We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So we really have this idea of perseverance here, and of patience. So for my Tauruses, like I said, because some of you have been preparing for a long time, you've been thinking about a certain project for a long time, you've been thinking about acting on something, doing something for a long time, it has required patience and perseverance. And this is going to be the time where you are able to act and where you're able to finally see the fruits of your reward regarding your perseverance and your patience. For some of you, I'm hearing just a little bit longer. So it could be that it's actually at the end of springtime that you're getting the green light, that you're getting the go ahead, that you're finally able to make that move or that change, that fresh start that you've been thinking about doing. If that's the case, it's just a little bit longer. Don't give up, right? Your main goal for my Tauruses in the springtime should be to not give up. Continue persevering, continue being patient, because I'm seeing opportunities for change here. And there's opportunity for you to become this leader figure, this mentor figure, but I am hearing that it could be towards the end of spring. Okay? And if that's the case, that's going to be a point of remaining patient and remaining perseverance. I'm going to take the example of if some of you are, some of you are looking to change jobs, for example, you've been preparing, you're looking for jobs, you're applying and everything. Maybe you're not going to hear from it until towards May instead of March. And if that's the case, potentially it's going to be an invitation to remain patient. Don't give up. Continue working on your CV. Continue sending your CVs. Continue, the endeavors you're doing. It will pay off. Just be patient and perseverant, my Tauruses. That's super important. With the 9 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles, we really have an encouragement to, whilst you're being patient and you're continuing to persevere and you're not giving up on your goals and your projects, you can make sure to invite play. You can make sure to invite enjoyment. The presence of this particular goddess who is linked to music, dance, play, is here to invite you to enjoy yourself on the journey towards the destination, because I feel like my Tauruses are very focused on getting to the destination right now, whatever the destination looks like for you guys. And yet in the springtime, you're gonna be invited to enjoy the journey whilst you're getting to the destination, and Bast can really help you to do that. And remember, she's linked to protection, so you can feel protected, you can feel guided. She's there to make sure that whilst you're on this journey, yes, the destination is great, but you can still enjoy yourself in the process of getting to where it is you want to go. Okay, so this is also why we had the be here and now. We have this idea of remaining grounding one day at a time. Yes, getting to your destination is great, but sometimes the journey is more important, and that's kind of the vibe for my Tauruses. Okay, so let's see what you have to pay attention to for this particular springtime. Ace of Swords. Okay, let's pull one more. What are you invited to pay attention to for this particular season? And the 6 of Wands. See, there's wins coming. With the 6 of Wands, there's some success, there's some wins coming. So really, it's a case of not giving up. Maybe the first job you apply to isn't going to be the one you get. Don't give up. Maybe it's the second, the third, the fourth, but the one you get will be really amazing. If you're looking to move house, maybe you don't get the first one, maybe you don't get the second one, but maybe it's the third, fourth, and that's the one that really feels like a success. It feels like it's the one for you. So the vibe for my Tauruses is really around keep trying, because whatever it is you guys are thinking of doing or working towards, whether, like I said, it's a job, it's a house, it's like you're dating people, you're trying to find someone, or whether it's a personal project or you're taking a course or an exam or whatever it is, this is a lesson in perseverance and in patience, because at the end, there is a potential for a win. So I really want my Tauruses to feel empowered by that, knowing that your hard work will not be in vain, but it's going to require, like I said, perseverance and patience. Keep trying, because at the end of the day, there's some wins. By the end of spring, you're going to feel proud for something you've achieved, whether it's at work, whether it's a personal goal you have, a physical health goal, whether it's something around your hobbies, something you've achieved, achieved, you faced a fear, you finally done something you wanted to do, you feel proud of yourself. Really, by the end of spring, my Tauruses, you're gonna feel proud because you'll have achieved something that was not easy, and it's gonna and it will be something that you deserve because you've worked hard for it, because you've poured effort into it, and you're gonna feel super accomplished by the end of this, because it'll be something that you really have worked hard towards and that is meant to be yours. It really hasn't been, it's not going to be something that lands on your lap by random. It's something you've worked hard towards and something you can be really proud of yourself for accomplishing, okay? So I love that so much. We also have the Ace of Swords, so pay attention to your ideas, my Tauruses, in the springtime. Pay attention to your ideas. You could have some light bulb moments. You could have some important inspiration. Maybe it's those little whispers from your mind. You know, when you're having a shower and you're suddenly thinking, oh, I should call that friend. Or it's like, oh, I really feel called to listen to that podcast, or I feel called to checking in on that person. Whatever it is, those seemingly random light bulb moments are actually little ways the universe is trying to bring you to ideas and inspiration that could help you in this endeavor you're having. So this is also important, my Tauruses. Pay attention to your ideas, pay attention to your light bulb moments with this Ace of Swords here. And remember, celebrate your wins, because by the end of spring, you're going to feel super proud of yourself for accomplishing something that was not easy and yet that is powerful and empowering, okay? So let's have a look now at potential blessings for my Tauruses. What are the potential blessings of springtime? We have the Eight of Swords and we have the Star. Exactly. The blessings from spring are the fact that you are finally freeing yourself, feeling of stuckness, feeling of being bonded to something, being stuck, blocked. Well, if you've been feeling like you can't get a break, that you're facing a wall, that you are plateauing in some way or another, whether that's at work, in your physical health journey, in your romantic life, family life, personal projects, personal development. If you've been feeling really stuck and unable to make progress, springtime, there's progress. Remember, by the end, there's definitely wins. So that's one of the biggest blessings, is removing yourself from this feeling of stuckness, this feeling of being blocked. You are making leaps, you're jumping over a wall, you're finally extracting yourself from a metaphorical cage, and that feels great. There's also potential for healing with the Star card coming to grace your reading. I love the Star card. It's one of my favorite cards in tarot because whenever it comes, she is infusing healing, grace, beauty, compassion, love. So springtime could feel very nourishing. It could feel very supportive. You could feel a little bit more aligned, more hopeful, more ready to see what the world has to offer, to see the beauty out there, to see kindness in people. You could feel more hopeful in yourself, have more faith in yourself. I see a renewed sense of faith for my Tauruses as well, in yourself, in the universe, in the world at large, and that's also really beautiful, okay? So we're gonna wrap things up by pulling a little self-care message for my Taurus for this springtime. What do we have? Live in the moment. I mean, you had here and now, so really invitation to ground yourself, mindfulness, and see what's here now. What can you be grateful here and now? Maybe it's being grateful for the fact you have a roof over your head. Maybe it's being grateful for the people around you. Maybe it's being grateful for the fact that you are feeling good in your body. Find ways where you can come back to the present moment, my Taurus. Find ways where you can be grateful for what is here and now. That will also accelerate your path to success, I feel like. But let's see. On this day, strive to live in the moment. Only speak about positive things in your life and avoid bringing up the past, especially negative memories or situation. Your goal to experience how difficult it is to live in the present. Healing is rapidly enhanced when you're focused on the now. Yeah, remember, not in the past, not in the future, where it's all about avoiding getting into this little like hamster wheel in our mind, and on the contrary, coming back to the present moment. And the presence of the Star card can help you do that by infusing some healing, some grace in your life. Anything where you can be mindful, anything where you can ground is going to be really helpful for my Tauruses at this moment in time. Let's wrap things up with a little message from your higher self, from your guides. What do we have? We have, you deserve to feel good for being exactly who you are. How beautiful is that? So gorgeous. Again, This is a message of perseverance, of patience, because by the end of springtime, my Tauruses, you're gonna feel happy and proud of yourself. You're gonna feel accomplished. So be proud of who you are, and you deserve to feel good for being exactly who you are. You don't have to wait until you succeed and you check that thing off your to-do list to feel good. You can feel good about who you are right now, and Bast can help you actually in this endeavor, as she's inviting you to play, dance, have fun, okay? So that's all I'm saying for my Tauruses. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you something of value. If it did, don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Those are all free ways to support my work. They're a beautiful exchange of energy and they really help my channel to grow. So thank you so much for those of you who take the time to do that. Thank you for being here, for your presence. I'm wishing you a beautiful springtime. And until my next video, I'm sending you so much good vibes and keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye!